Hey everybody, Ronnie here. It's a little off kilter. There we go. So I was talking with another driver that I referred to, Super Ego, and he was telling me about a third driver that he met at a shipper or receiver, something along those lines. And the driver was turned away. I think it was a receiver, but he was turned away from the receiver because of hygiene issues. And I've noticed this a lot. So, especially lately. All right. So, I wanted to make this quick video, just kind of like a PSA, a reminder that even though we are in our trucks most of the time, all by ourselves, we do deal with the public to an extent. We do deal with other people. In particular, when we're at a shipper or receiver, when we're at a truck stop, things along those lines. Or even if we get pulled in for an inspection. And it's important that we take a little bit more care for ourselves. That means, put on some clean clothes, take a shower. We get free showers for fueling, all right? So take advantage of that. Even people like me, who I pay my own fuel, and I don't very often go to the big truck stops for fuel. I still make sure I've got shower credits, and when I go to some place like that, I'm able to grab a shower. If I don't have shower credits somewhere, then I pay for it. All right, the last time I paid for a shower, it was 12, 13 bucks, I think. It's not a huge expense, but it's so worth it. There are other things. Make sure your clothes are clean. Like I said, don't wear the shirt that's got holes all over the place in it. Some people would even go so far as to say don't wear some other company's logo if you're not driving for that company. I'm not that strict about things, obviously. Like I said, I've got the shirts. There's nothing wrong with the shirts. I'll keep wearing the shirts. Then there's your footwear. All right, we are truckers. There is absolutely no reason why when you're in the sleeper you need to wear anything on your feet. But if you're not in the sleeper, have shoes on. And I mean, when I say shoes, I mean shoes. Here are my shoes. They look like tennis shoes. They kind of are, with a few extra things. They've got non-slip and oil resistant soles. They are steel-toed, and they're reinforced. This is a tough shoe. There is absolutely nothing that we do on a daily basis other than driving that doesn't pose the danger of something falling on our foot and causing damage. Proper footwear will help mitigate those situations. Flip-flops, I hate to sound like bonehead truckers, but flip-flops are not acceptable. If you're going to the shower, please go to the shower. If you're going to the shower, wearing some shower slides or flip-flops is fine. If you're at a shipper or a receiver, if you are driving, have real shoes on. Make sure that you are putting forward your best impression, and part of that impression is being safe. Make sure that you have one of these. Lots of shippers and receivers require safety gear, and that includes the high visibility vest or high visibility wear. In the winter, you know, I've got the high vis jacket. That's fine. But these things, they sell them at every truck stop, and they don't cost shit. All right. The big point here is, oh, and while you're at the truck stop, oh my God. The other day, I was sitting at a Love's, and there was another trucker. I was sitting, you know, backed in on the side, and directly in front of me were some spots that were perpendicular, came to a T, and not that close, but there was another trucker parked right there, and he got out of his truck, walked over between the truck and trailer, and took a piss. Peed right there. The Love's truck stop was 100 yards away, maybe 150 yards away. And he couldn't be bothered to go from his truck to the truck stop and use the actual bathroom. If you can't be bothered to do that, how can you be bothered or expect to be bothered with doing things like wearing clean clothes, taking a shower, and being presentable to your customers? It's not acceptable. All right. Now I know I have, you know, been driving down the road, middle of nowhere, had to go to the bathroom. Nearest truck stop was, you know, 50 miles away. I wasn't gonna make it, and pulled over, and on the passenger side went and took a piss. That's different. That's the middle of nowhere. This was a truck stop. There's no excuse for doing things like this. While I'm on the subject, pee jugs. All right. If you come into my truck, you will not find a pee jug. All right. I don't do it. It's not acceptable. And if you do get pulled over, if you get an inspection, and the DOT officer finds a pee jug, guess what? That is actually a fine. It's technically illegal. I have heard of truckers getting fined for having a pee jug. It's not acceptable. Take a little pride in yourself. I know that most of my viewers actually do this, but for the few that don't, you know, take a little pride in yourself. Take some pride in your job. Put out a good image, a positive image, and you know, the job will actually take care of you. Thanks for paying attention to my rant. Thanks for watching my video. If you have any questions or comments, please put them down in the comments section down below. If you have an interest in joining Super Ego, give me a call. My number is on the screen, and I will put it in the description down below. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.